Hello and welcome back to the channel UpTheRedsTV with me, Andy. This is the post-match of Liverpool 2, Brighton 0. That's it. Liverpool 2, Brighton 0. And do you know what? It was a very, very good performance by the Reds. Very, very good. So Virgil van Dijk makes his 250th league appearance for the Reds today. And Curtis Jones makes his 200th appearance in all competitions for the Reds. I mean, Virgil's been here a long time, hasn't he? You know, is it 8+ years now? And Curtis seems to have been round the first team, a long time as well. But I didn't realise it was that long for him to make his 200 appearances for on Canate. 19, good play by Verts. Again, another chance for Ekitike, and he puts it wide. Do you know he could have had a hat-trick within 20 minutes, Hugo Ekitike, today? Honestly, he could. Just needs to get his composure in front of goal. Right? I mean, the goal that he scores is just instinct. But he was a bit wasteful in his chances. And then the nemesis happens to Joey, doesn't it? On 23 minutes, he goes down with an injury, and Dom Slobosai goes right back. Mo Salah comes on, so which was an interesting substitution by Onslaught. So 26 minutes, Salah to Maka. Maka has a shot. Maka should have shot, but instead he wanted to carry the ball on to Ekitike. Really, he should have had a shot and buried it. 29 minutes, brilliant play by Salah and Verts. Ekitike, another chance wasted by him. By this time, he could have had 4 or 5 goals. And we're only talking 29 minutes into the game. 34 minutes, had a free kick. Maka had a volley that was blocked for a corner. 41 minutes, a shot by Dom Slobosai straight at the keeper. And then 3 minutes of added on time where Canate did 2 blocks. But what I want to talk about is the end of the half where the referee bottled it. A horrible, horrible challenge by Gomez on Kirkus. I mean, that should have been a straight red card, not a yellow. It should have been, and VAR should have intervened, because on another pitch, on another day, that is a red card. So you bottled it there. Again, VAR. So 1-0 at half time. So I did put a tweet out at half time. Look, we should be at least 3 goals up. And it was important for the players to make sure that they scored first in the second half. So the second half panned out like this. 47 minutes, Salah cross, Jones, a bit of a softy header. Ekitike has a good run, shoots wide again, another chance missed by him, and I'm not having a go at him because he scored 2 goals today. And then on 50 minutes onwards, Brighton started to open us up. They opened us up, Gomez puts it wide, and that's Brighton's Gomez. 52 minutes, shot from Jones, it was a weak effort. Gruder wide for the Seagulls. Salah to Ekitike over the bar. Ekitike should have had a shot, hit the target or made the keeper work. Salah then on 4:59 has a corner, and then from that resulting corner, I've put at last Salah corner finished by Ekitike. Ekitike, he's 2 goals from at least 7 chances that he's had in the game so far. But more importantly, do you know that was our first set-piece Premier League corner goal? I mean, that's really shocking, really. But when you look at the stats, that Liverpool are, now up to 6th in the league and on +2 goals. So yeah. Brighton 62, Brighton subs are made. Mitoma and Ayari comes on for Belliba and Gruder. They go off. 67, Mitoma, he should have scored really. He left Dom for dead, didn't he? Ekitike had a chance on 75, it was blocked. Reefer had a shot for Brighton on 76, he missed the target. Ekitike, 77, Ekitike and Verts were off for Robbo and Isak. I had no idea where Robbo was going to go. I thought at one point he's going to go play at the back, but no. The team went to a solid 4-4-2 with Salah and Isak up front, and that's the way it looked for me. 81 minutes, Welbeck and Costello last came on for Rutter and Hinchelwood. 82, Dom's really struggling with his ankle, and off he comes. Chiesa comes on. Jones goes straight to right back. And a nice moment, I thought, on 86 minutes. I was watching the game. James Milner, wearing the number 20 shirt in honour of his mate Diogo Jota. He comes on to huge applause. And there's only one James Milner rings out of Anfield. Do you know he's the best free transfer we ever had at the club? Absolutely legend he was. True professional as well. As I say, he wears the number 20 shirt now. It was the number 6 shirt when he signed for Brighton, but he asked Brighton if he could wear that in honour of his buddy. So yeah, nice touch from the cop singing his song. Brighton have a few chances in the game, but Liverpool, held out really strong. Man for man, they worked their socks off. Chiesa sets up Salah on 91 minutes. Into the 9 minutes added, he should have scored, and there was a couple of chances, half chances for Brighton in that 9 minutes. But do you know what? It was really, really good, solid performance by the players after a very, very hard. When I say a hard week, it was Leeds. We were playing Leeds this time last week. Then they travelled to Milan, and after the game they stayed over, which, if you look at today's performance, because right at the end of the game you could see the legs were going, and they were waiting for that final whistle to blow. And so let's look at the. There's only positives in this game. There's no negatives at all. That's 5 games unbeaten, 2 consecutive clean sheets. I mean, you go to Milan and keep a clean sheet and score and come away. That's great. We scored a goal in 46 seconds in the first half. It was great to see a goal being scored in the first half. And as I said earlier, the first set-piece corner goal of the season. I just can't believe that, with the hype that we have in our team, and that's the first one on the 13th of December. The other positives is what Arne Slot said in his pre-match press conference, that some players will need resting because a lot of players have played so much football. The likes of Virgil van Dijk and Dom Slobosly, and you'd probably say Mo Salah as well, but yeah. And so we've got 2 weeks of clear midweek games. I've no idea what I'm going to do. I probably need a rest as well, just like you guys. So that'll help with the players' rest and recovery. We're away, aren't we, next week? Is it 5:30 kickoff at Tottenham? So there's that one to look forward to before we're at home to Wolves, and I hope I get a ticket for the Wolves game. So yeah, let's talk about the players. And on Slot, Ali made a great save, didn't he, in the first half? It was really good, and yeah, he played really well. Came out for crosses and things. So yeah, really good by Ali. Joey was doing fine, wasn't he? He was fine, plenty of room going up and down the channel, and then obviously went off on when he got injured. And Ibu had a good game again. He's followed on from Milan. Virgil had a good game. Kirkis, I thought that's probably Kirkis' best game for us, and he's really come into his own now. He's bulked up a bit as well. He's got a bit of upper body strength. So yeah, he had a very good game. Midfield, Ryan played really well. Thought McAllister had a good game, and here was me dropping McAllister, and yeah, me dropping him and bringing in Wirtz for him. But the manager opted to play the same midfield as he did in midweek. So yeah, Dom Slobosly had another really good game. I hope his ankle's not too sore, but he has got a few days rest before they come back into training. Curtis Jones, 200th appearance. I thought he was outstanding today. I thought he was really, really good. Arne Slot's got a decision to make whether to not have him starting in the team, because he looked solid and he did a lot of recoveries for the team. He lost the ball a couple of times, but I'm going to forgive him for that. He played 3 times in a week. And then Florian Wirtz, best game. Definitely his best game for Liverpool, because he was really, really good offensively as well as defensively. He really, really was good. He enjoyed playing that game today at Anfield, and yet again, he should have been set up for at least a couple of goals, at least 2 or 3 goals. Goals, chances to score, and wrong decisions were made. Hugo Ekitike, what's that? 10 goals now he scored in 10 goals. we were probably looking at the figures for Isaac for that, weren't we? But I tell you what, Hugo Ekitike loves playing in the Premier League because he's just getting better and better. Just needs to be a bit more calmer in front of goal. You can see him being a 15 to 20 goal striker plus in the Premier League because of the work rate. And if you do the hard work and take your chances, you know, the world's your oyster, especially in the Premier League. Onslaught, you have to praise him again. It's been a tough week for him from all angles, and I'll talk about Isaac and Salah first. Salah obviously was brought back into the fold after being dropped in midweek, and he was brought on the 23rd minute, and that's what we wanted from Salah in the previous games, and probably him watching from the sideline has just proved that. He worked extremely hard for the team and wasn't that selfish today, and yeah, he did work really hard, and he now goes away to AFCON, and we'll have to wait and see when he comes back, you know, if he gets straight back into the team. Isaac, he did okay again. There's, you know, probably a lack of movement from him, but he'll get a week's rest, won't he, with the rest of the players. They can work on set pieces and other drills without having to think about playing a midweek game. So he did okay. So yeah, as I was saying about Onslaught, I mentioned him. He's had a tough week, hasn't he? With all the things that have happened, but you have to give him credit where credit's due. He's galvanised 13, 14 senior players that are fit, and I can understand why he put Dom Slobosly at right back, because of the senior players. He's not trusting the academy players, shall we put it. And I know Ramsey's been around for a while, but he's not really up to speed, is he? So, but yeah, I understand why he did that today, and it's not a position that I'm in favour of Dom being there, but it proved to be right in this diamond formation that we're playing, and it's working. So, like I say, that's 5 games unbeaten now. We're climbing back up the table, and teams will be looking at Liverpool to say that they've tightened up, they've strengthened, and we found our second wind, and we are now going for it. Okay, so that's the last one for me. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you giving me a thumbs up on the video and sharing it, and also subscribing if you haven't subscribed to the channel. So I'll do a pre-match warm-up on Friday for the Spurs game. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, enjoy your week, and I will speak to you guys on Friday. Up the Reds.